and making history. Because if it wasn't for that, none of us would have been able to go forward after that. You would not have Jennifer Rajkumar, you would not have the rest that came after me. So that was the turning point. Now, do we stop there? No, we have to keep going. And I've been one of those who've been keep going. My problem tonight is that I am distressed over the absence of the elected officials who represent this community. Do you know who they are? Those officials are Joseph Adabo, your state senator. We heard about Senator Sanders. He was cut out of his district, so we can't hold him accountable. You have Lynn Schulman, council member. You have Adrian Adams. And you also have Joanne Ariola. I don't know if they were invited. Were they?
We said in the beginning they were not invited. This is
they were not invited. Well, here's this thing. One, you have to get people, your leaders, your elected officials, to follow you. When you speak, they must be concerned that we got to hear what he's talking about. We've got to hear his issue. And I'm proud to say I'm one of those individuals. I don't look for love. I don't look for sentiments in the Democratic organization. I look to represent those who have lifted this community up, who have needed representation, and who've been part of that fight for visibility. And that is what counts. And that is where you as individuals have got to make sure that you stand up and fight. The roads we have traversed were narrow roads. As a matter of fact, there were no roads. There was just wild bush. And we had to hack a path for others to follow. So respect that. Make sure you come together. Make sure you fight with organizations like these. Make sure you register to vote. Make sure you go out and vote. How many of you voted this last election? Can you raise your hands, please? So therefore, we have like 50%. You've got to go out and vote, and you cannot take efforts like these before you for granted. I have walked these streets single-handedly getting signatures to get on the ballot. I have walked all of these districts here. I know every household in this district because I've been there. I don't look for recognition amongst gatherings because I've made my name in the streets good and bad. But I stand for justice, and I stand for giving you the vision that whether you've been put down, whether you have been beaten up, you must get up and rise, because your strength is not in failing, but in picking yourself up and continue to fight the great and noble fight. So thank you very much, and may God bless you all, and continue to keep the dream alive. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your remarks and your trailblazing. I want to invite